Hey, Danny K comes to you from Danny K Gym Wellness. Today's tip is about overcoming fears, like overcoming workout fears. I get it a lot of times, people coming into the gym, or I get a lot of messages, how do I overcome this? Or, I'm scared to go into the gym. What's the least busiest times? One surefire way of overcoming a fear of working out, because a lot of times people say, I don't want to look stupid, I don't want to feel stupid, I don't want to do something wrong, I don't want to sit there and look at a machine and be like, how do you do that? So one surefire way to overcome that fear of feeling stupid, like you don't know what you're doing or whatever, and just remember, every single person that has ever entered a gym feels that same fear. Okay, when I first started working over at Four Shoes was over in Hampstead. No, I'm proud of where I used to work, the different gyms and everything. Everybody knows. I used to work at Four Seasons, I worked at Gold's, I worked at Powerhouse, I owned my own personal training and nutrition business, and now I own my own gym. So when I worked over at Four Seasons, when I first stepped in there, I was like, oh my God, what if people are bigger than me? What if people know more than me? What if, I'm scared, you have these fears. Everybody has these fears, no matter what you look like. People have those fears of going into certain gyms, and, especially gyms that they're not comfortable with, or a realm of, like if you're just trying to start working out and you've just been working out at home with a DVD and now you're breaking out into a gym, the first time into a gym, everybody has those fears. So please know everybody has those fears. You're not alone. So definitely, to overcome feeling stupid or anything like that, make an appointment with a trainer. Me, I got you. And the trainer can go over how to set up the machines. Even most gyms should, and I know my gym, Danny K Gym Wellness, gives free orientations to show you how to do the gym, to do the machines. You take your notes. I even have some of my clients, or some of my members that I do orientations for, a certain piece of equipment might be a little confusing or whatever. So I'm like, get your video out, get your phone out and video me, and my instructions. And so, and then, when you get to that particular machine that was a little bit confusing, that you really don't know, you get out your video, you look at it, you say, oh, okay, I know how to do it. So definitely seek a trainer, get a training session, or definitely at least get the free orientation. If they do not do a free orientation, they should do a free orientation. And if they don't, come to Danny K Gym Wellness, where I give you a free orientation. I want you to have knowledge and feel comfortable in this gym. It is a non-judgmental zone. I don't need pizza or lack of a scale or bagels or anything like that to make it a judgment-free zone. Me personally, bring that to it, okay? So, definitely seek the trainer, get the free orientation, understand how the machines work. And, another way that you can do it is, come in, and I tell people this all the time, maybe we have, a session set out maybe 4 days from now, but they want to get started, I'm like, come in, get on the treadmill, work out on the treadmill 5 minutes, leave. You're overcoming that fear of coming into the gym, of being like, oh my God, what if I don't know? The more you get acclimated to coming into a place by yourself or with a friend or whatever, the more apt you are to feel more comfortable. So you come in 5 minutes, you walk on the treadmill, you leave. The next day, come in, walk on the treadmill 5 minutes, ride the bike 5 minutes, say hey to somebody, leave. But inch by inch, little by little, you will overcome those fears. Everybody has fears of doing something that is new to them, that is stepping outside the comfort zone. A lot of times people don't face those fears, and they just kind of sit back and just let life happen and whatever. But, if you want to lose that weight, you got to do it. Whatever it is in life, if you want whatever it is, you have to actually put forth the effort to get it and put that fear down. But, maybe list, some things of, what you're afraid of and what Sorry, I heard something from Justice. I want to make sure she wasn't, doing something. make the list of what the fears are, make a list of maybe how you can combat those. Maybe it's just having a friend come in with you. Maybe it's, getting on the treadmill or on the bike and maybe doing a text or scrolling through Facebook. So you're, kind of there, but you're kind of with someone, there's different ways. But definitely do not allow fear to keep you from getting what you want. You come in, get the training session, and like I said, if it's 4 days or something before the training session happens, that doesn't mean that you can't come in, or even 4 days before the orientation, that doesn't mean you can't come in. You can still come into the gym, walk on the treadmill five minutes, leave. Say hi to somebody. Say hi to me. Say hi to the trainer. Say hi to, the person at the desk or whatever. Just get comfortable, because that's the biggest thing that we don't want to do certain things, is because the fear is outside of the comfort zone. We don't know what to expect, so that's what we fear. And then once you do it, you come in, you walk on the treadmill, you're like, shoo, that wasn't so bad, and somebody actually talked to me. Everybody's nice, everybody's helpful. Everybody told me about their first time at the gym and stuff. So you're not alone if you're you're having that fear of coming into the gym and everything's feeling and looking overwhelming. Just take it step by step, small steps, just little by little. And but definitely seeing a trainer and getting a program and knowing what you're doing is actually one of the best ways to overcome that workout fear. Because then you have a plan, pop your earbuds in, look at your plan, and just get going and pay attention to yourself, or say hi to somebody. Maybe it's a couple of times before you say hi to somebody, but definitely I know in my gym, everybody's helpful, everybody's friendly, everybody treats everybody as family, and there is no judgment. And so, because we all know what it's like to have been that new person. So, and definitely, even if you come into my gym and, you'll want to know how to work a piece of equipment or something that you're like, I'm not quite sure about this, or how do I get on the treadmill? You can ask me. I mean, even if we don't have a set up appointment for an orientation or a set up appointment for, a training session, always feel free to ask me any questions about, this crazy looking piece of machinery. How do you work it? And I know our orientation is 3 days from now, but I really am interested in this machine, or whatever. Never be afraid to ask questions, and, just little by little. So it's overcoming those fears is just one baby step at a time. So, I hope that has helped. I know, like, if one person asks me that question, I know there's probably, an ungodly amount of, a number of people that have that question of, well, look at all this equipment. I'm so, it's overwhelming. Where do I start? Well, where do you start? Just come in and walk on the treadmill. Ease the overwhelmness, you know what I mean? Get that training session or get that orientation, and get it as soon as possible. And just because it's a couple of days, from now or whatever, if you've joined the gym today and it's a couple of days, doesn't mean you can't come in. And I reiterate that to people all the time. Just because our session is Friday doesn't mean you can't come in today and tomorrow. I'll help you out. Even if I'm with a client, once they get to, through a set and they're resting, or they get on the treadmill or something, if they're doing their intervals, I can help you. I can answer a question for you. I always try and make you feel comfortable. And that's another thing that you want to look at and look for when you're going around to the different gyms. And I definitely suggest try the gyms. Ask for a free guest pass, because it can be overwhelming and you don't know if you're making the right choice. So, make sure that you feel comfortable in that place. And just because it says it's a judgment-free zone, or just because it doesn't say that it's a judgment-free zone, doesn't mean that it's not a judgment-free zone. Because I don't really promote myself in my gym as a judgment-free zone, but we are, okay? We're very down-to-earth, friendly, and because I know that everything can be overwhelming, I'm always here to help you, even through text, messages, person to person, whatever it might be. So those are definitely some ways that you can, overcome those fears of all this stuff being so overwhelming. So I hope I've helped you, and, if I have, leave me some comments. If you have any other questions, leave me some comments below. Message me. Definitely, I would love to do, you know, a video and do some tips, you know, to help you on your fitness journey. That's what I'm here for. I want to help you on your fitness journey. You know, helping people is very important in life. Being kind, being nice, do it. Dani K Gym and Wellness, DaniKGymandWellness.com, and Dani K Gym and Wellness right here in Westminster. If you're not local, look me up on Facebook and give me a call. We can do live feeds. I got you any way that you want me. So, wait a minute. Katie says, hold on, I'm going to lift this up. Always helpful. Thanks. You are welcome. I'm glad that I help. And so, with that, I will say, stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated.